For today's lesson, what we're going to work on is we're going to focus on the phases of mitosis, more or less as the life of a chromosome. Okay, got a little modeling example that we're going to do here. We're going to kind of go through the phases of mitosis as a chromosome. And so what I got here is I got a pair of socks, you guys are all going to have an opportunity to demonstrate this with your classmates. So kind of pay attention to what we got going on here. Okay. So the first phase, we have the interphase, where during interphase we talked about it's duplicating, and the DNA has been duplicated. So you have two exact copies, okay? Two exact socks, so two exact copies. We start to get into the first phase of the mitosis, we get into prophase, and we start to see these things kind of coil up together, so they kind of tighten all up, and they kind of take the shape of an X, okay? So if you kind of take a look at this, it's kind of got that X shape to it. There's the two sides, okay? They're connected in the middle here. They're kind of hung on to. So as we go into prophase, this is what we start to see. We see two exact copies, okay? Notice things are exactly the same. And then from there, these guys start to coil all up. So we start to see these X's show up. Next thing we do is we go into metaphase, where these guys then all start to line up in the middle of the cell, okay? So you got to remember that for like the human, there are 46 total chromosomes, right? And so they are all duplicating. They're going to kind of line up in the middle of that cell. So these guys are all going to be lined up together, okay? So they kind of take this X shape, and they're all lined up into a straight line. Metaphase, middle, okay? Got to remember it goes to the middle. From there, we get into the next phase of anaphase, where now these guys start to separate. Remember, now we call them sister chromatids. Then we start to see these guys separate, and they're being pulled to opposite ends, okay? And so now we got one exact copy over here, one exact copy over here, and they're pulled apart to opposite ends. So then once they get to these opposite ends, we start to see that the cell starts to divide out. Remember, cytokinesis, okay? Where it starts to divide into two. We get into telophase, and we complete this process. This starts to unwind over here in his cell, starts to unwind over here in his cell, and eventually we end up with the two complete daughter cells, okay? Each got one copy, each got their own copy, but it's exactly the same. It's a copy that's made, and it's kind of like going through the copy machine. So then later on, this guy's going to make another copy of himself and continue on with the next round of mitosis, okay? So that's kind of a quick demonstration using a sock model of the different phases of mitosis. So now, you guys, I want you in your groups to work on going through the phases and talk about them as you do as a chromosome, okay? Using the pairs of socks that I provided for you guys. I want you to each take a turn learning how to go through the different steps of mitosis as a sock model, okay? All right, go ahead and work on that.